Hello, my name's Leanne Shaw. I'm a writer and an artist, and today we're going through marking up my manuscript, which is, excuse the noise, I have a bag. I have just been down, actually been away for a while. You're seeing this in January, and I'm filming this 2 days after the incident. I don't want to call it incident, just after that horrible thing that happened in Bondi. Horrible. So, manuscript, here it is. Here's my little multi-pen that I use. Where's my multi-pen? There it is. My Muji multi-pen this time. It's not the unicorn one. To mark it up, and then I'll make the edits. And so far, I'm only like 100 or so pages in. How many pages am I in? Not 100. My brain crapped out at a certain point. The notes start getting to be a bit epic. It was an interesting trip back. So I'm at the 80-page mark. 84 pages in of 328. You do the math. I'm not going to do the math. If I do the math, I'll put it in a little thing at the bottom here. So, so I went down to Sydney on the train, and it's about a 3-hour trip. And coming back, it was about a 4-hour trip because it wasn't all stations. Yay. So I used that time to edit, which is great. Coming back, we had a pigeon in the carriage. It was just walking through twice like it was patrolling or something. And that's on my hair. It's a bit of a mess too, actually, because it's been using hotel shampoo and conditioner and I haven't had a chance to wash it yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then someone was violently throwing up in the toilet on the carriage, and we could all hear it. So I put my headphones in, listened to my K-pop. Poor girl. But I thought just something a little different. I would share my little Sydney trip, what I bought, what I did. I have a little bit of B-roll, but not a ton. So there'll be probably some pictures dropped in throughout all this. But let's start with my morning, early afternoon. I went to the Art Gallery of New South Wales. I'm a member there at the Art Gallery, and so you get 2 free tickets a year. I blew them both. On that trip, I went to see Dangerously Modern Women, which is Australian and New Zealand artists, female artists, going to Europe in the late 1800s, early 1900s, through the First World War and up until not quite World War II, 1940s. And it was looking at their work, how it changed from moving from Australia to Europe and then bringing it back again. Some of them came back, some of them stayed. And so that was a very interesting, beautiful colours, beautiful textural marks that I might maybe put on this. I maybe want to do that. And then I went to the Ron Muick exhibit. I'm just going to hold up the brochure for that. He does these incredibly lifelike statues. I mean, that's not a that is a picture, but that's a picture of a statue. They're incredibly realistic, real hair. Most of them are half naked or fully naked. I won't show you my favourite one because it's a pregnant woman completely naked and something just ran through my backyard. I think it was a cat. I hope it was a cat. And then I went ahead and bought the catalogue because it was amazing to walk. You walk all the way around them, and there were like these hidden moments, like in the statues. Like if you looked at it from a different angle, the story of the statue changed, which was just fascinating to me. So I got great mark making and colours from this. I also bought postcards, but I don't have them with me. Do I? Where did the postcards end up? Oh, here they are. Bought some postcards. Oh, that smells. I hope something hasn't leaked in that. So, 3 Cubist. There were 3 of these. 3 artists went on the same workshop and painted the same scene 3 different ways. That was really cool. 2. Oh, my favourite one wasn't in there. My favourite one was a portrait of the artist's husband who had just been killed in World War One, and it was beautiful and tragic, and there was not a postcard of that. Don't know why. So the other reason why I was down in Sydney, actually the main reason I was down in Sydney, and just turned into a whole thing, was I was going to meet with a couple of people from Substack, fellow writers. I enjoy their writing immensely. I ended up meeting with one of them. Yeah, we covered our faces. I ended up meeting with one of them, and it was a great time. We talked about writing and stuff, and our writing journeys, and it was just a really lovely time of catching up and eating good Korean food. But I also took the opportunity to shop. So I went to Lush. I'm feeling like it's finally time, at the age of 50-something, to take care of my skin. I mean, the ship has probably sailed. I've been doing much better with keeping on sunscreen every day because, down under. But what I have not been good at is cleaning off the sunscreen afterwards, and I've been getting zits. So I thought, well, let's just do some skincare. When I did have a brief stint of caring for my skin, this would be happening. It moisturized. When I was living in dry desert air, this was essential. So I got myself a fresh batch of that because my last batch has gone off. These don't last forever. Cosmetic Lad is actually for guys, but I love it. It's just got the right amount of oomph. And then the shop assistants got a hold of me. I was looking at bath bombs, and I ended up with a bubble bar rose jam. That's what's smelling in here. Rose jam smells so good. So maybe time for a bubble bar. And she sold me on some Karma. I love the smell of the orange in this. So it's just, you can't, there's no smell-o-vision, but here, smell it. Oh, it smells so good. I love it. It smells like Lush. It smells like Lush is what it smells like. And then because I spent so much money, I got some soap, which is Goddess, which is also smelly. It has white tea, jasmine, rose, sandalwood, etc. I also went and did a little shopping. I have been reading a manga series called Firefly Wedding, and I loved it. And this 3rd issue came out in October, and I forgot to get it. I thought, well, I'll just pick it up while I'm in Sydney at the Kinokuniya, which is where I was buying it from. Save myself on the shipping fee. You know what happened, didn't you? Let me pull out all the books. Alright. So this is Firefly Wedding, volumes 3 and 4. It's a new author. I think this is her first solo work. She's writing and illustrating it. I mean, look, it's just, they're not cheap, and I read them in like 15 minutes. But yeah, so she meets this noble woman, this Japanese noble woman. What era is it? Meiji era. Has a heart condition, is expected to die young. Hopes to secure a marriage that will benefit her family before she dies. But she gets kidnapped and then rescued by this cold-blooded killer who falls in love with her and goes from cold-blooded mechanical killer that's quite scary to someone who was just this soppy dope. It's also a little bit creepy. But I'm just loving it. I don't know if this is going to finish with volume 4 or if there's more, because usually they come out in multiples. And I'm like, well, this is my trial run. Loved it. What else could I get? And I asked the gal where to find Firefly Wedding because I couldn't find it in Kinokuniya. There's, however they file the genres or whatever, I haven't figured it out yet. And this was behind the counter. Diary of a Female Lead. It's just, this kind of like screams K-drama to me, even though it's Japanese. The plot is her older brother and his bestie concoct a plan to teach the female lead all about love using shoujo manga. What is shoujo manga? Have I just said something rude? As their guide. Can this drab side character become an unparalleled female lead while falling for the perfect guy? I don't know. So I think this is the first one and there isn't a second one yet. So we'll have to look that up. And then this is a series. I had a few out already, which is a good sign for me. Whoever steals this book. And this is the blurb. Descended from a long line of book collectors, high school student Mifu is, sorry about butchering the name, is surrounded by books in every aspect of her life. Blah, 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 blah. She just hates books, however. Oops. But when a thief triggers an ancient curse, she's left with no choice but to reclaim the stolen books herself by entering the very stories she despises. Isn't that cool? That's what got me, entering the very stories that she despises. So it's a high school romance, I suspect, or adventure of some sort, but we'll try that out. And then I saw a book with the artwork of this, and this is a novel. This is not, well, there are pictures. But yeah, but the Apothecary Diaries just sounded very intriguing. Can she pass her term of service as her lady's food tester? Or will she uncover turmoil at court? Well, I think she'll probably uncover turmoil at court. I mean, so my goal, it's now Wednesday of this week. And normally, and my initial plan was not to start editing until Friday. But as things have turned out, I have still have my volunteer stuff tomorrow. I'm going to do grocery shopping. I think it's probably time to put up Christmas stuff. I don't know if I'm going to get much beyond a manger and a wreath, but we shall see. So the rest of the editing, I might get some done this afternoon, or I may wait till the weekend. We'll see. Oh, and I went to Muji, because Muji, and I didn't buy much there, obviously. I didn't buy much there at all. I just got some blue black Muji pen refills at the 0.38. Because I do love writing in that, with that pen. It's very nice. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, put in your favorite book emoji or cartoon emoji or manga emoji in the comments. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe it. And if you thought it was interesting, maybe share it in some way on some other social media. I mean, that's a big ask, I know. Tell your friends. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next time.